Hey there, and welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal Network. I should say Rock and Metal Network. And I'm your host for today. I am Dave Does, and this is the new release podcast. Now, normally this is carried out by Kirk, but unfortunately Kirk is not able to do it for this week. So on top of doing the Bands That Deserve Your Love podcast, I will be picking up the new release one for this week. Now, the way I've picked it, which is different to how Kirk normally does, I've picked out 10 bands that are releasing their albums this week. However, I'm going to play you the videos that they've used to lead into their new releases. So some of these videos have come out in the last couple of months. Now, I've not checked out any of the albums by any of these bands, and I'm going to use these videos to decide if I think I should go and check out their album or not. And hopefully you'll do the same as well. So first band we're going to talk about is a band called ARION. The album is Like a Phoenix, I Will Rise, and this is the title track from the album, which came out as a music video. So without further ado, let's go check out the video. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. ARION, and like a phoenix, I will rise. In the interest of time, I have cut the outro bits out, so apologies to. Well, actually, it's not really apologies because I had the choice. It's my choice to kind of get through them. So yeah, great song there. First time I've heard this band. It's kind of battle metal, epic metal, Sabaton, that sort of vibe, epic part, power metal, etc. Hear a lot of these bands. However, the thing that really sort of makes a big difference to me is whether they stick to being cliched and sound like all the others. This one doesn't, so they've got some really good sort of classic metal influences in there. But also, it's important for me when you've got a really strong vocalist, great vocals. It's usually the vocals that let the band down because they're the most obvious thing, and the vocalist can be a bit samey sometimes, but I think he's got a great pair of lungs on him. Really strong track, really enjoyed it. And if for me, point of view, I would definitely be checking their album out that comes out obviously today at the time of podcast. So go check that one out. So the next band that is coming up, let's have a look. We've got a band called BRAINSTORM. Haven't heard this band before. Their album is coming out today, Plague of Rats. 28th of February as at time of going. Now we're going to check out a band called Garuda Eater of Snakes. Interesting. It makes me think Japanese for some reason. Garuda. Is that the like, you know, when they had like these the Godzilla and all those other ones? Was Garuda one of those ones? I'm thinking. I don't know. I can't remember. It's one of those like useless facts that comes through your head sometimes. But okay, let's check out BRAINSTORM and their lead single off that album. Let's do it.
Watching
Okie doke, there we go. That is Brainstorm and Garuda. Do you know what? I have had a real mixed journey on my thoughts on this particular track. So the first kind of third of that song, I was like, actually no, probably the first quarter, I would have said, no, I'm not really into this. It's kind of okay. It's okay musically, but I'm not a big fan of the guy's vocals. It makes me feel of like very over the top theatrical, over emotionally selling something that doesn't have that much emotion context. Then the second quarter kind of kicked in. I was like, do you know what? Actually, I quite like this. I'd like to see this live. I wouldn't want to listen to it on mute and in the album. I wouldn't really want to listen to it that way, but I want to go watch them live. And then the second half of it, I was like, do you know what? I quite like this song. This is quite catchy, and I'm not too sure if I'd want a whole album of it. And by the time I got to the end of the song, I was like, do you know what? I really want to listen to the album now. So yeah, it has changed for me. I actually do like that. I was expecting myself after that first quarter to be kind of coming to the end of this going, how do I say nicely that I don't like this band? But actually I've now come to the end of it and gone, yeah, I do like it, and I will check out their new album. So there you go. It happens. It does happen. Let's find out who is next on the board. So we have a band called CHEMICIDE. Again, not heard, as I said already, I've not heard any of the bands. And also I should say, when we're talking about checking out the new album, I won't be checking them out on Spotify, so let's make it clear when I say that, or any other streaming service. I do not like streaming. A.D.K, yes, we are on Spotify for our sins. We have to do it because we share playlists and stuff like that for bands to try and give a bit more exposure. So if you're interested, please do send us your details via the contact us page on our website, adkrockmetal.com, and we can do that for you. But generally, my encouragement is MP3 downloads via pages like Bandcamp, stuff like that. Buy the album. Most bands do them for like £4 or £5, but again, it's money that goes straight back to the band. They ain't got to fight through Spotify, and then you can play it whenever you want. Or if you can, buy the physical CD, buy the merch. I mean, having like an actual CD and with the booklet in and the disc and stuff, that's just very cool. And I mean, you got to find a CD player in the first place, but have it, get it, do something with it. It helps bands, and I don't condone Spotify. I know people will use it for the sake of it, but it's so hard for musicians. So wherever you can, buy CDs, go see bands live, go check these bands out, buy the merch, buy the CDs, help keep them going. Right, let's check out CHEMICIDE. We're going to check out the song Violence Prevail, which is also the same name as the album. Without further ado, let's check out CHEMICIDE. Okay, CHEMICIDE and violence prevail. I guess Slayer want their riffs back. Is that what we're going to say here? However, here is the thing. We don't have a Slayer anymore, do we? We don't have new material coming out from Slayer, so there is a market for Slayer-esque type bands out there. There's also a little bit of a hint from Anthrax, I would say, in there. There's a bit of the kind of mid-tempo stuff that Anthrax would have done there, kind of caught in the mosh vibe in points in that song as well. So, but there is no doubting from the solos to the change-ups to the mid-breaks, etc., playing off the ride that the drummer's doing there. This has got Slayer written all over it and would be probably their primary influence, even though there are going to be other bands in there. And if they deny that, I call bullshit. Now the question is this going to make me want to go and listen to the album and do the digital download or physically buy the CD? Yeah, it is, to be quite honest, because I thought they did a really good job and it was really fun. That was a good album. This is going to be a good album, I've got a feeling. It's unfortunately, you're always going to draw those comparisons. It happens. But if you can do it and do it well, fair play to them. Who we got coming up next? So we have got a band called HAVUKRUUNU. We've got a album called Tavast Land, but we also got the single, or the video is also Tavast Land. No idea about this band at all, and I've said this, I'm going to keep saying it, I don't know any of these bands, not one band I've actually covered before, so yeah, interesting. Let's go into it and find out. It's a relatively long video, but yeah, let's go check it out. Okie dokie. So that was HAVUKRUUNU and their song Tavastland. Was it black metal, death metal? I'm not quite sure on the genre that it is. It's definitely not targeted for me though. So I'm a groove metal guy, and that's kind of not going to be anything that I would normally get into. However, I do know people that are into this sort of music, and I think they're going to appreciate it. So you're going to have to make your own decisions, but well put together and a reasonable lyric-based video, I guess it is. Not much more to say on that one. We're going to check out another band that's releasing an album this week. So this is Enemy Inside. They're releasing their album Venom, which comes out from, who's doing it? Rain in Phoenix. The song itself, though, that we're going to be checking out is called Don't Call Me an Angel. Let's check it out and see if it's going to make me want to buy the album. Let's do it.
I'm trying, but my demons are never leaving. I'm hurt, but I can fight the one to stop the bleeding. Don't want company, but don't wanna be left alone. Please forgive me for the person that I've become. I'm a fairy tale gone bad. So get on now while you can. Don't call me an angel, you're wasting your time. I am the darkness, dim in your light. Don't lean over me, I'm the shadow that nobody sees. I'll drive you blind. No, I don't know when it started and who is to blame. All I know is that I never asked to be this way. How young I'm scared of this, not on the path I walk. You have to let me go, don't follow me into the dark. 'Cause everything takes to a minute. So get on while you can. Don't call me an angel, you're wasting your time. I am the darkness, dim in your light. Don't lean over me, I'm the shadow that nobody sees. I'll drive you blind. Place in my heart where it's cold and dark and it's swallowing me whole. Yeah, my wings are ripped and it can't be stitched. You need to let me go. I'll kill you soon. Don't call me an angel. I'll kill you soon. Don't call me an angel. Don't call me an angel, you're wasting your time. I am the darkness, dim in your light. There's no leaning over me, I'm the shadow that nobody sees. I'll drive you blind.
Okay, there we go. That was Enemy Inside and Don't Call Me an Angel. Yeah, overall good track. Now, I don't know what they refer to themselves as far as genre based, but I would probably put them into the modern title of new metalcore. So we've seen quite a big resurgence on this, and there's a lot of bands. So if you went back about 10 years ago, it would have not been metalcore. It would have just been called modern metal, alternative metalcore. You could have called it progressive metalcore, elements like that. So you've got that hardcore element in there. But what we're now seeing is a lot of bands doing the clean vocals. There's these R&B drum beats over the beginning. You've got these aggressive vocals coming in, bringing the metalcore elements. You've got the new metal elements going in there as well. So it's a very, very popular genre. Would it make me buy this album based on a single? Unfortunately, not for me. It's one of those ones that I would. This is where I think the streaming platforms are good, because it's the sort of thing that I would want to check out more songs on the album to see if there's enough there for me to kind of connect with. And the reason behind that is I've got a lot of bands. New Year's Day, for instance, is one of the bands I've listened to a lot historically that I'd put in there as well. Scarlet Riot, Fight the Fire. There's a lot of the female-fronted new metalcore bands that I've listened to over the years. So there isn't anything that's really going to grab me of a peak interest in there. But I know, I mean, it sounds very good for what it is for that particular genre. And I'm sure that if you're into that genre, you're going to be big into them. So go check them out. And of course, as I said, please do go for CDs and digital downloads over streaming. But as I said, for me, I would probably check more of the streaming out to see if it's worth me, if there's more substance there that I'm going to really get into for my particular taste. So next up, we have a band called HIRAX. The video we're going to be checking out is Relentless. And it's coming off their Faster Than Death album, which is coming out obviously today, 28th of February, as at time of checking this out. So yeah, let's get into this. HIRAX and Relentless. Okay, there we go. HIRAX and Relentless in their video that was off the new album Faster Than Death. I mean, we're talking classic 80s thrash there. Very much an element of kind of Anthrax era. So yeah, really good example of classic 80s thrash, to be honest. It's not going to tip me over to buying a physical album from them, but it's one of those ones that if they was playing live, I would definitely go check them out because they sound and look like they're a lot of fun, but not enough to pique my interest musically personally. But it doesn't matter what I think. It's more important about what you think, and hopefully you're going to go and buy them. So next band we're going to put out for you today is a band called OVERSIZE. The song we're going to check out is called Vital Signs, which is also the name of the new album. Without further ado, let's get into this and see what this one is all about.
Concentrate
Okie dokie, there we go. That was Oversize and Vital Signs. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the song there. Sorry, I apologise during the video if you saw me looking down here. A.D.K dog, Smudgy, came over to say hello because he wants to go out, I guess. But he's got to wait. He's got to wait till the podcast is over. So, I mean, this is a song really rooted into the 90s. So, I mean, we're hearing, and it's been funny over this hour, we're hearing a lot of bands that are kind of pulling from the 80s and the 90s and sounding not just influenced by them, but sounding from that era. I mean, this to me is kind of a little bit Silverchair meets Smashing Pumpkins. I quite enjoyed it. I would ask how they perform the vocals live, because that's a seriously layered up vocal track. So I wonder if there's extra vocals added, backing track, or is it just the single vocal and it doesn't sound quite as full. Didn't like the video. I'm going to say that to the guys if they're listening or checking this out. Not a big fan of the video. It's putting an effect on it, I guess, makes it more interesting than just playing in an empty room, because it's not the fastest song. You're not going to get any really sharp angles, quick cuts and stuff like that. But song itself was definitely a vibe. Would I go check this album out? Would I buy it? Yeah, I'd download probably... I'm going to say I'd probably do an MP3 paid for, like Bandcamp for MP3 versus a physical CD at this point. However, if the MP3s were really good, I'd probably then go and buy the CD. Right, coming up next, we have a band called Perfect Plan. The song is called Heart of a Lion. Let's have a quick look. And this is also the name of their album. So without further ado, this looks like a rock band. Should be interesting. Let's go check them out. Okie dokie, there we go. Perfect Plan and Heart of a Lion. Really good track. So hard rock there from Sweden. Been together since 2014. So I was checking if they were older than that because, I mean, the stylization and sound of this band. This is an 80s hard rock band. So it's sounding like. Reminded me of like a cross. Initially, I was like, is it a cross between like Journey and Europe? Kind of vibe. And actually by the end of or near the end of the track, it was kind of the band that they most remind me of is a band called FM here from the UK, who supported bands like Europe in the 80s. And if you listen to something like their album Tough It Out, this is kind of what it sounds like. So yeah, really good band. Will I be getting this album? Yeah, I will. It's my kind of thing. I loved the 80s rock stuff, so Thunder, FM, stuff like that, Europe. Yeah, love it. So I'll be checking that one out. Coming up next, we have a band called VACUOUS, and the song is called In This Blood, and it's also the name of the EP. It's funny that it's always the title tracks they're putting out. Yeah, no, nothing. Let's go check this out, see what's happening. Okay, there we go, VACUOUS and In This Blood. I'm not even sure what genre that is. Is it death metal, grindcore? I'm not really sure. It's definitely something that I know people around me will like. It's definitely not something that is going to tempt my interest, as you could probably guess from my face when I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, not really kind of setting my world on fire, but if you're into that sort of thing, it sounds like a very good example of it. Now we're on to the final song that we're bringing for you for the new release podcast this week. We're bringing you the band Year of the Cobra, and the song, I believe, is also going to be called oh no, it's not called that. The album's called Year of the Cobra, and we're doing the song War Drop. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so let's get this final song out the way and let's see which was my favourite. I'm curious actually of going back through this, which one would be my top pick for this week, but we'll find out at the end. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. Year of the Cobra, and the song was War Drop. That song gave me more questions than I got answers for on that one. So, first of all, really like the track. It's a good, hooky, catchy track. Great time signature there that they're working with over the choruses, I believe it was. Do you know, it reminds me of a band called Drain STH, very, very similar to that in style. But the difference being there is, obviously, we've just got drums and this really nice distorted bass, which can work really, really well. But I wouldn't want to see that live in that sense, just because even if you've just got that one distorted bass playing it, it's not going to fill that room out. I don't think it will, personally, unless they're playing along with some sort of backing track as well. Also, the vocals were harmonized up, which again, how you're going to do that live. Drain STH had 3 vocalists. Well, I had a main vocalist and the bassist Anna. I can't. It's not Maria on drums. I can't remember who it was on drums. Was also did vocals, so you had harmonizations there that they were able to do. So you've got that grunge element of this song in there. So yeah, Year of the Cobra, very intriguing, but just more a case of, would I... There are 5 bands at the end that I'm going to say that sort of stood out for me. So we've got Year of the Cobra, Perfect Plan, Oversize, CHEMICIDE, and Orion. If I was to pick up my band that's probably given me the most curiosity, it's probably Year of the Cobra. But my only question about that, buying an album of that, is if it's just bass and drums, how much variety are you really going to get in there? I'll only know by finding out, so I'd have to go and buy that one. Perfect Plan, just from a nostalgia point of view, I'd want to check that one out because I love the 80s rock scene. CHEMICIDE, I love a bit of Slayer, so I want to check that one out. Oversize, like the grunge vibe of it, and Orion, great epic metal as well. So if I had to put it down, they're the 5 that I will definitely be going checking out anyway. But if it was to put one that had the most impact on me, I'm going to go with Year of the Cobra, just because I'm a big fan of Dre and STH. So I really want to now find out about that album and see how much variety there actually is in there. But I wonder if they are expanding the band, if they're looking for a larger layering up, or will that change the sound too much when you start throwing proper guitar distortion and stuff over there? I think it would make it sound even bigger. And it's there is definitely a vibe there that could be explored. But there you go. That is the new release hour for this week. Hopefully normal service will resume next week with Kirk, taking you through his picks. But always check out my other podcast, Bands That Deserve Your Love, where we also cover a lot of the new releases, but maybe not on the same timeline. But thank you very much for checking me out this week, and we'll see you on a video sometime very soon. Take care.